Well, hello, hello. How are you doing? How are you doing? This is the S. Anthony Thomas. This is the S. Anthony Says podcast, also known as S. Anthony Says, episode number 447. Folks, can we just get right to it? Can we just get right to it? And I just want to say it is okay to take care of yourself. It is okay to take care of yourself. I overheard a couple of people talking, and one person was making unreasonable demands on the other person. And I don't know these two people. I just overheard them. And the person that was making the demands was asking for things that no one around me would even think about asking me to do, because they would know that in many cases I'm a little too busy to do some of the things that this person was asking the other person to do. They, in my opinion, were being unreasonable to the other person. And the person who was getting bombarded with requests was saying that they could honor some of the requests, but they had some things they had to do. And the person asking for the favors was getting annoyed because the person had the nerve to have things they needed to do, had the nerve to have a life, had the nerve to have a spouse, had the nerve to have children and stuff they needed to take care of. It's amazing how many people will be around you, see that you need to take care of yourself and things you need to do because you're an adult human being with responsibilities, and they will still make the request. I remember there were some people that were around me that kept asking for more and more and more of my time. And by the time I got home and it was time for me to do some of the things that I needed to do, I had about 30% of the time necessary, and I had to somehow squeeze 100% of the things I needed to do into 30% time. And the requests that they made were not because they couldn't do it or because it was some kind of gigantic emergency. It was because I was making it easy for them. And you would figure when someone makes a lot of requests of you and eats up big chunks of your day or big chunks of your week, that they at some point would go, you know what? I've asked enough of this particular person. Maybe I should, I don't know, shut my punk ass up and leave them alone and let them do their own thing. But they don't do that. There are some people that are the epitome of give them an inch, they'll take a mile. And I've got some people that were, at the time, give them an inch, they will take not a mile, they will take the 93 million miles it takes to go from the earth to the sun. Yes, I said it. But it's okay to take care of yourself, right? Maybe you want to work out, and to you, working out is infinitely more important than going shopping for someone else who can go shopping for themselves, has the ability to go shopping for themselves, but you would just make it more convenient for them. So the heck with your working out, you need to go and do that thing for them. Oh, you said no. Oh no, here comes the guilt trip. Here comes the disgusting passive aggressive bull crap that you gotta sit through with those bastards, right? And if you have any kind of people-pleasing tendencies, you know daggone well you're going to break down. It might be at the last minute. You might actually have your exercise clothes on, know they're upset, call them up, hey, as a matter of fact, I finished that thing early and I can't help you. And then they get all nice again. Hey, that's great. Da-da-da. Right? And they hang up just in time for you not to hear them go, ha, sucker. I knew he was going to do it because that's the guilt trip I use on him on a regular basis. I knew it would break him down. I even have the list ready in an envelope by the door, because if it was me going for myself, I wouldn't necessarily need a list. I would just go through each aisle and pick out what I wanted. But because somebody else is going, that sucker, I got a list for him. That sucker. And then you, the sucker, you go for that other sucker. Yeah, I said it. The bastard. We've all had people around us that push and take too much of our time, take too much of our energy, right? They say that a person is the average of the 5 people they're around the most. Well, look at the people that are around you. Are they good people? Helpful people? Successful people? And I don't mean, when I say successful, I don't necessarily mean they're making a lot of money. I'm talking about people that have good, healthy lives and good friendships and are assets to you. And of course, you would have to be an asset to them as well. Do you have that? Do you have 4 like that and one person who's a big piece of crap, okay, you could probably have that one person who's a piece of crap if you got 4 good people around you, because those 4 good people are going to wash away that one person, right? If you have a friend group, and I've had friend groups where I had 4 really cool people and one person who was a piece of crap, but because the other 4 people were so strong, I didn't have to worry about the one person who's a piece of crap. But what about of the 5 people that you're the closest to, you have 2 people who are pieces of crap? Ooh. You still might be able to survive it. You still might be able to thrive. It's a close race. 3-2. 3-2. What if it's 2-3? 2 good, healthy people and 3 people are pieces of crap. Oh. Well, how healthy or how influential are the other 2 people? If these 2 people are powerful, double charismatic human beings, maybe they can keep you on track even though the other 3 people are pieces of crap. But how strong are the people that are pieces of crap? Do they show up with large Slurpees when you're on a diet? Do they take you to the strip club when your wife or girlfriend says, better not go to that strip club? Are they the ones sleeping on the couch? What about it's 1 good healthy person and 4 pieces of crap? Or what about you are surrounded by 5 pieces of crap? Oh no. Some people will say, hey, I have such a strong personality. I have such strong fortitude. It doesn't matter if I got 5 pieces of crap around me. I'm so powerful that I can shut up. No, you can't. No, you can't. Look at the winners in your life. How many of them have 5 pieces of crap around them? No, at the most they may have 1, maybe at the most 2, but it's high on the yay and low on the ugh. You can't surround yourself with ugh. Don't ever surround yourself with ugh. Be better off by yourself. It's okay to take care of yourself. It's okay. No matter what anybody says. And I know what some of you sickos were thinking when I said take care of yourself. I know what you were thinking, you sick freaks. I know exactly what you're saying. When you thought I was talking about when I said take care of yourself. I know what you thought. You're talking about when you do stuff to yourself, by yourself. Well, guess what? That's okay too. That's normal and natural. It is. Right? And if you're a dude, you've done it. And if you're a woman, you've done it. Okay? Don't act like you haven't. You did. Most of you did. In fact, if you were in my audience, I'm pretty sure all of you have done it. In fact, some of the ladies are probably doing it right now, listening to my voice. And ladies, I don't blame you. In fact, I'm doing it right now, listening to my own voice. I've said too much. I need to cut that part out. Let me mark down when I said that so I can edit it out. I hope I successfully edit this part out, because if you're hearing this right now, it means I got distracted by something else and did not edit that embarrassing moment out. And if I forget to edit that part out, I just want to leave this part in just in case, which is don't judge me, shut up. And pause for edit. Hope I made the edit, and now moving on. But the thing is, it really is okay to even do that, man. Right? You know, it's like a tea kettle, man. It's like that. Doing that with yourself is like that hole in the tea kettle. All that pressure builds up and builds up and builds up, and every once in a while you just gotta let that tea kettle, let that steam out. Wow. Bad picture right there, huh? Don't judge me, shut up. You know, and that's not a bad activity. I mean, you know, when you become an older guy and you actually have someone to get it on with, you don't really do that as much, right? I remember a teenage me did that way too much. And I was having lots of sex back then. I mean, I didn't have, not with a whole bunch of different women. I always had a girlfriend. So because if you always have a girlfriend and you're cool and you and the girlfriend, boom, boom, jiggy, boom, the boom, jiggy, jiggy. Cause I'm more of a find a woman I like and then get it on with her as much as possible type person. I'm not one of those guys that, is going to just like, hey, she looks good. I don't know anything about her, but nice butt. I think I'll get it on with her. Nah, I'm cool. And at the time I was surrounded by good people, but remember when I just spoke about having 4 good people and one person is a piece of crap? Well, that was the situation at the time. I had 4 good people around me. And one guy who was not a horrible guy, but he was a bit of a monger, if you understand what I'm saying. I mean, and the bad part about it, he was a good looking dude. And it was just so easy for him. And it was just one of those things where he kept staying in the same area and dating these ladies and getting it on with them and then getting rid of them. Something I would never do and still at 54 have never done. And my friends at the time, I still have the same friends. Those guys are all married with children. They've never done that. Right. And I think this guy's probably still doing that at this age, which is stupid. But the funny thing about it was he would do that so much in the same area of the city, going to the same restaurants all the time, that the dumb bastard would literally have to hide his face sometimes. Oh, here comes Cheryl. And he'd hide his face. And I'm sitting there going, Cheryl knows you normally sit with us. So if she walks by and you turn your face with your hand in front of it, I'm pretty sure she's going to know it's you. I mean, you were naked on top of her for like 3 months. You literally you only have like 9 outfits and you're wearing one of the 9 outfits. You have exactly the same haircut and you're sitting in exactly the same chair you always sit in. I'm pretty sure she's not going to go, oh, there's the guys. Hey, there's a guy sitting in exactly the same seat, wearing one of his few outfits with the same haircut, same exact body type, same exact voice, wearing the same ring on the hand he's covering his face with. Nah, I'm pretty sure that's another guy that's almost exactly like the guy that got it on with me for 3 months and then ghosted me, even though the word ghosting didn't exist back then. But the thing is, when you surround yourself, like I said, and he was the one guy that was a piece of crap, but the other 4 dudes, and keep in mind, these guys were older than me at the time. Well, they're not still older than me. Yeah, back then they were 10 years older than me, but now it's all caught up. We're all the same age now. Right. But I was still young enough where these guys were like my older brother and they could have very easily influenced me, and I'm wondering, if there were 4 of that guy instead of 4 of the people who were good to women and treated women well, would I have become like that guy? Because their influence was greater on me than his. Those were the 5 people I was around the most, and 4 of them were faithful boyfriends, then later on husbands. And then there was this guy, Captain Monger, right? And I wonder, what would have happened? Because if you're a comedian and your whole job is to stand on stage and charm people, and of course you have lots of charisma, which is part of the job, and I'm not the ugliest guy in the world. I mean, it wouldn't have been that difficult to be like Captain Monger, because people look at me, oh, he's a cute teddy bear. He's a cute little teddy bear. He pinch his cheeks, and I think I'll take my pants off now. I mean, come on. But I'll never know if I would have become that because, as an older guy, obviously I'm not going to do that. But you have to realize part of taking care of yourself is literally picking and choosing who's actually going to be around you. So just make sure when you pick the people that are going to be around you, they're the kind of people that are going to, put you in a good position. The people around you are kind of like habits, right? You pick and choose the habits that are going to get you where you want to go. You want to be in shape, you got to pick the habits that are going to get you in shape. I'm going to work out 3 or 4 days a week. I'm going to eat this way. I'm going to do that. If you want to make a lot of money, you got to be around people that know how to make money or people that are always entrepreneurial, moving forward, coming up with ideas, bouncing ideas off you, telling you the truth, telling you when you come up with a stupid ass idea and then telling you when you come up with a great idea. If you want to find out what it's like to be in a successful relationship, hang out with your friends that are in successful relationships or happy marriages and observe and ask questions. Why does this work? How does that work? That's what you got to do. It's okay to take care of yourself. Okay? Now, what I need you guys to do is to take care of me. Now, how do you do that? Seeing as how this is the end of episode number 444, you can take care of me by subscribing to this podcast. Yeah, that's right. You can take care of me by rating and reviewing this podcast, damn it. You can take care of me by recommending this podcast to friends and family. Well, anybody you think would like this podcast. You can take care of me, damn it. Right? Now, granted, there's way more than 5 of you. Thank God. Not like the first week of this podcast when there was like 4 of you. But the mass of you, I'm going to assume, 1, that you're intelligent people. 2, that you have incredible, impeccable taste in podcasts. And 3, I don't care about 3. Folks, much love to you all. And remember, it's okay to take care of yourself, but it's more important for you to take care of me. Yes, I'm going to end this episode on selfishness. Don't judge me. Much love to you all. See you next time. Bye-bye.